Jay Baker here. I'm gonna go do a little camp trip with my pops. We'll see what we can do. The old man with me over there. We were gonna rough it, but Dad had about 2 or 3 weeks to plan. I'm making these little guys Noah's Ark of preparation. I mean, there's 2 of everything on here. So anyway, we're gonna cut out of here. We'll show y'all some more about what all we got on the kayaks here in a bit. But yeah, let's go put them in and go float. So we're about to tote probably 2 of the heaviest kayaks in the world, known to man, on account of all the crap we got in them, down here to the water. And it's gonna be a little bit of a trek down this little trail here. Somebody done blew out the flip-flop, man. It's a sad day. All right, yeah, it's gonna be I think the word for this is a trepidatious. I think this is gonna be a trepidatious. I don't know if that's a word. Seems like I've heard that before. And a trepidatious seems to describe it pretty well, whether it's a word or not. Beautiful place. Water's low from not having much rain in a while. I mean, we hadn't really had a significant rainfall in, 2 months. You know, we had a little bit of sprinkle here and there a couple of times, but yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of dragging today. It's going to take a while to get to some water that doesn't have little rapids and all, but anyway, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time just to get the kayaks down the hill. Yep. All right. Whew. I was just saying the kayaks aren't that heavy. I've toted them all over, but we got a lot of stuff in them. We got time. Pretty heavy. Got a lot of stuff in them. A lot of stuff. Woo, that water's cold. Might as well go ahead and see if it'll float. We can take something out if we have to. I don't know what we take out. Alright, it's floating on its own anyway. And now it looks like we're living off 2 hours of Walmart. What all we got in here? We got, at least we ain't gonna bring no food. Oh man.
Just in case.
Just in case.
You can survive in the Amazon for quite a while watching that.
Got you a few rods, got a catfish, got your old school stuff. I was getting some videos sent to me about what I was gonna whoop my butt on the creek this week.
Yeah. Got some old school guys like me. I think I'll be old school one of these days. Some of my buddies, a couple uncles, and guys like my second granddad, old Neil Webster, Ron Corn and Roger Webster. They kind of donated to the cause once I told them I was gonna spank your butt old school.
So that's what's gonna get it done.
These boys ain't been wet in a while, but I'm gonna soak them the next day or so, and you're gonna be surprised.
Got it going on. We got the front hatch here slapped full of stuff too. There's me some clothes, air pump, cornmeal for the fish. Gonna fry up some fish on the.
Yeah, just for the record, we're gonna catch them.
We're gonna catch them. That's the proof.
Yeah.
Some baked beans and stuff. We in pretty good shape. Got on this boat we got 2 little air mattresses. We ain't really roughing it. Got a couple of air mattresses in there, fillet knife. Got some. I just went ahead and froze some waters and Gatorades where I wouldn't have to bring a cooler on mine. Then a couple of lanterns, more drinks. Got 2 sleeping bags, Coleman stove. Pretty much anything you need we got. We'll slide them off in the water and get to floating down the creek. Hopefully get catching some. Alright, Pops is floating. See if mine will float. I think it'll be a pretty good bit of stuff in these jokers. Alright. Oh yeah. That joker hit it before it ever come back to the surface. Little spot. They are pretty healthy. Not no size, pound. Pretty. Appreciate it.
I was at an old guy's house. He died, and he had this thing up on the wall. It was like a picture, but it had no frame and nothing like that on it.
Like a canvas?
Called A Tale of Two Wolves. You ever heard it? One evening, an old Cherokee told his grandson about a battle that goes on inside people. He said, "Son, my son, the battle of between two wolves inside all of us. One is evil. It's angry, envy, jealousy, doubt, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. The other is good. It's the joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, generosity, forgiveness, truth, and compassion and faith. The grandson asked Granddad, which one's inside of me? Which wolf wins? The one you feed, son, the one you feed.
Pretty good.
Yep. That is absolute fact. Look at that. Woo wee. Good.
Got one?
Big one. As soon as it touched the water.
Pretty good spot.
He was fighting when,
Uh-huh.
I mean, as soon as it touched the water. Without a doubt, he put you on the show, didn't he?
Still headed that way. We're really spoiled these days with the amount of technology we have. And oh, there's a big old bull there. Big and boiled on me, Daddy. Oh, come back and got it. Dang, that's pretty. Yeah. That sun gun smoked it. I kind of pumped it a little bit. Ain't quite as big as yours was. It probably ain't quite 2 pounds. Said not even close. Talking trash about my fish. It's a pretty one though. He smoked it. He ain't pound and a half. But as I was saying, kind of spoiled with the technology we have these days. Like there's a camera in everything, and like these GoPros and camera phones and stuff like that. Oh, there's another one. Little spot. As I was saying, there were days where my dad and granddad and his brothers, all of them did this kind of stuff, and I'm sure they'd kill to have video of it nowadays, you know, show all us, and we just take a lot of that for granted. There's so much stuff, and we film a bunch of useless garbage too, don't get me wrong. We abuse the technology and waste it on a lot of stuff, but stuff like this, you know, it'll be something I'll be able to look back on for the rest of my life. Show my kids, grandkids if I have them someday. It'll be good stuff. Guy's yard. Uh-oh, Daddy. Uh-oh. That's pretty good fish. Good spot. On a Cinco. Man, that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty fish. Nice. I heard all about how this old school was going to beat the Cinco and the new school stuff and all. How's that going for you? I mean, that's a 3-pounder for sure.
Did you see that?
Yeah, this ain't a 3-pounder. I was just joking. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Might want to throw around right here a minute before we get back in. It ain't gonna last when it comes time. Oh, that looked better the second time. That's a good one. Pretty good fish. Oh, big old spot. Oh, yeah, I don't want to rough him up too bad. That's clearly an ounce bigger than yours was. Oh my God. Yeah. That's a pretty one. Yeah, it looks like it.
Where they just right out the current by a rock. Huh?
Them things will go shallow. We got them loaded down. They're still going in about an inch of water. So we've done a lot more dragging and floating today. We just made it to our campsite. We just figured out this is gonna be our campsite just now because we're like, I don't want to go that way yet. That looks like a lot more dragging. So we're gonna go ahead and pop up the tent and get something to eat.
These will do the job. Don't get much fresher than that. Alright. Figured out what I'm gonna use this for.
What's that? Oh. Yeah. Well, we got us somewhere nice to sleep. You gonna burn them up, is it?
No, that's what it has to do. Take a second and you'll hear. There you go. All we have to do every once in a while, pump it up a little bit. You set it where you want to. Pepper salt, open that pump, son.
Good stuff, Pops.
Good done.
Oh yeah. Hot.
All in there.
Huh?
Yeah, all in there.
Well, day two of our excursion. Something about sleeping on the ground just reminds you how nice it is not to sleep on the ground, wouldn't you say, Pop?
Yeah.
Time for some bacon. All right, that's it. From Pop's done headed out. That's it from the campsite 2020, 2019, I guess, actually. Campsite cleaned up. Boats loaded up. Now we got to drag again a while. A big old tree. Look at this thing. This is a tree. That's crazy. Very, very. You about got it now. Just hold it and I'll pull, because if you pull, I might go in. Yes, sir. He's hauled me and drugged me and toted me all over the world. So, time to repay the favor every now and then. I don't think it's that big deal. Float the creek, they said. It'll be fun, they said. What's crazy is it ain't that bad.
Yeah.
Just slide them right across. Well, might as well end it on a note that has expressly expressed the entire journey and get out and drag it a little bit. We're done. We had the idea to go a little farther, but we've had to drag quite a bit because one thing, the water's down. Another thing, timber companies have completely ruined the creek. A lot of silt washed in. It'll never wash out. Places used to be 10, 12 foot deep, 6 inches deep. Bad deal. But anyway, we're done. We're about to pull out down here at Love Lady Bridge. See y'all there, starting to rain. Yep. Good times. Get them up the hill. Ooh. Yeah, I'm glad we got to go, and I'm glad it's over.
It was fun. I had a good time.
Good times.